Hello guys, Crispy here, welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm gonna be testing a GTX 1066GB with the latest drivers from Nvidia 441.20. It's overclocked, as you can see here, plus 120 MHz on the core, plus 550 MHz on the memory, and it runs at 2076 MHz here while gaming at 100% usage, as you can see right here in the graph. This is the Gaming X version, by the way, and we are running a Ryzen 7 3700X and 16 gigs of RAM to get the most out of our GTX 1060, of course. We're gonna be playing here at 1080p today and testing the new DirectX12 API that Epic just introduced in their game. As you can see here, DirectX12, it's on beta, so we might experience some stuttering issues and stuff like that. Not really sure, you know, I haven't tested it yet. And starting off over here, as you can see, everything on the lowest settings at 1080p, and we're also gonna be testing competitive, which is lowest settings with Epic View Distance, medium with no shadows, high with no shadows, and epic with no shadows. Alright, let's go everybody, we are here in the game. Let's drop in the Whipping Woods, by the way, because it's the most GPU intensive area of the map. We're still at the same settings as you can see here. Now, the good thing about the DirectX12 API is that you guys with lower end CPUs should be able to get a few more FPS out of your game, because the newer APIs like Vulkan and DirectX12 do utilize your CPU resources very efficiently, so you might end up getting more FPS if you were CPU bottlenecked in the first time, you know, in DirectX12 mode. And as you can see here, we're at 99% usage, or at least like 95% plus usage in the GPU while dropping, which is amazing. It's fantastic. Of course, if you have something like a 2700X or even like a 2600 overclocked, you should be able to achieve these FPS in DirectX12 mode. Oh my god, this is a really good pistol, isn't it, guys? And you know what, guys? Yesterday I was just making a video in Fortnite 1440p with the RX 570, and I was just, oh my god, I think the screen is sort of blinking or stuff like that. I think the API is on beta, of course, so there might be some issues. And let's start this thing over here. Yeah, as you can see, the ground sometimes blinks. Yep, that's definitely a DirectX12 issue, and that's definitely because it's on beta. But as you can see, look at those 1% lows so far. Of course, I haven't really tested it for a long period of time yet, but will you look at that, 200 FPS, 1% lows. That's amazing, guys. But as I was saying, I was going to test the RX 570 first, but yesterday I was making the 1440p video, and right at the end of the video, I was just doing my outro stuff, you know, telling you guys to subscribe and stuff like that, but maybe the game just didn't like that. Oh my god, come over here, boy. Come over here, boy. I'm gonna get you. Alright, nice. Right at like the 35-minute mark in the RX 570 video yesterday that I was going to upload today, the entire computer crashed. You know, because of the GPU. The GPU was already dying, you know, from artifacting and stuff like that sometimes, but so far it has been good, you know. I was able to record a few games after the initial artifacting stuff. Oh my god. Okay, can I get that guy? No, that guy is not a bot, so I can probably not get him. And yeah, guys, I think the RX 570 died again. I'm not sure if I can upload it like today as the second video of the day, but I'm gonna try to do that. Alright, we got another one here, and I think it's time now for competitive settings here with the GTX 1060. Okay, let's just try to get that guy over there. Oh, okay, alright. Let's just do with this. Let's go. It's a bot, probably. Definitely a bot. There's the other guy over there. Oh, the headshot. Damn, okay. Alright, let's stop our count system. 254 FPS averaged, 193 FPS, 1% lows. Very smooth performance here on DirectX 12 mode. So let's do Epic View Distance here. It's the competitive settings, and okay, everything is still blinking a little bit too much. Almost got him. Double headshot right there. Alright, let's try to get him. Oh, almost. Okay, where is he? Where is he? Come over here, boy. Whoa. Oh, okay. Oh my god, we almost died, but we got him. in the end. Alright, we're good here. And you know what, guys? Once Epic actually fixes the blinking issues with the game with DirectX 12 mode, I think this is the API to go for. As you can see, it's running very smoothly, virtually no stuttering to speak of. Maybe we got like a couple of stutters so far, but that's nothing major, you know. It also happened in DirectX 11 mode, but yeah, I can tell you this is really smooth. I am impressed with this implementation of DirectX 12 here in Fortnite. Of course, the game wasn't really meant to be played in DirectX 12 mode. That's a bot for sure. Okay, let's reload. Get the bot. Okay, nice. Another one. Okay, I'm on fire today, friends. 6 kills so far. Very nice job. And as you can see, competitive settings here with the GTX 1066GB and DirectX 12 mode at 1080p is amazing still. 242 FPS average, a little bit lower than at low settings, of course, but that's to be expected. 190 FPS, 1% lows. No stuttering whatsoever. Very smooth experience. If you have a 240 Hz monitor even, you can definitely run this GPU with competitive settings or low settings here in Fortnite Chapter 2. This is amazing, guys, okay? This is very smooth. Definitely better than DirectX 11 in my opinion. Alright, let's just hide ourselves. Okay, we got this. It's time now for medium settings, by the way, so let's do that. It always takes a while to apply medium settings. You can see medium settings over here. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die by the circle. Oh no, this is bad, guys. This is bad. So we're now getting a couple of servers, of course, because everything is still loading in. I'm just gonna start the thing now, the counting system here. And as you can see, I'm not really sure if you get less FPS inside of the circle or outside of the circle here in the storm. But so far so good. 140 plus FPS here. Of course, the bushes are very demanding, so you shouldn't get into bushes. That's just my recommendation, you know. Don't get into bushes in Fortnite. I think I'm gonna die, guys, by the circle. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here in the battle bus with the GTX 1060 at medium settings, 1080p, DirectX 12 over here. As you can see, everything is enabled. There are these, I'm not really sure. Okay. And let's drop in the Whipping Woods again, of course, the most demanding area of the map. And by the way, we were getting really good FPS at low and competitive settings. So yeah, and that was in the Whipping Woods, which is the most demanding area of the map. Keep that in mind. Let that sink in. 240 FPS average in the Whipping Woods. Okay, so that means outside of the Whipping Woods, you'll probably get like 20 more FPS, up to 20 more FPS at least. So yeah, okay, medium settings right now. Let's start our counting system over here because we hit the ground and we are now playing the game. Let's see if we can actually find good weapons here. Okay, so far inside this house, we're getting up to 200 FPS. Nothing new, you know. Inside houses, the FPS are a lot better, of course. It's much less demanding, and let's see if we can actually spot anybody here. Probably not a good idea. I only have a FAMAS and a shotgun and no shields to speak of, but as you can see, guys, so far so good. 150 FPS more or less. That's really good. Okay, so there's one guy here in this house with us. Alright, I really would like to get some shields going, you know. It's maybe a good idea, but guys, look at that. I think the game is much more smoother than before in DirectX 11. We're getting way less stuttering issues here with DirectX 12 API, so that's really good to see, guys. So maybe just put the game at medium settings and it won't blink anymore. Not sure about that, but yeah, that's interesting. What the heck? What? Where? Okay, it's behind me, okay? I think it's behind me. Where is he? Where are you? What the hell? I have no clue, guys. Should I be here? Should I do this? Let's go. I don't care. Oh my god, I need new headphones. Okay, so he's here finally. Okay, thank you very much for following me. Here with the DirectX 12 API. Very impressive stuff. So let's just disable the shadows and see how many FPS we can get now. So yeah, I think we're getting like a boost of 20 FPS. That's really good to see as well. So let's go around, take a little walk here. Okay, I think there's another one. Yep, there's one there. We got a shotgun as well, so that we should be fine here. Come over here, boy. Oh boy, no! I thought it was a bot. God damn it. Okay, we are dropping, guys, and so far so good, aside from the flickering issues, or like that's the map just blinking at low settings. I haven't really seen it blinking here on medium settings, so that's good to see. Maybe it was just a bug, you know, not sure if that happens all of the times that you're playing the game here in DirectX 12, but it's in the beta, you know. But so far I actually recommend DirectX 12 over here. If you have a GTX 1060 and want to play Fortnite, DirectX 12 is an amazing experience. As you can see, so far so good. And oh boy, okay, come over here, boy, come over here. Okay, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you, buddy, come over here. All right, nice, we got him. So our average is around 179 right now. We got like 20 FPS boost coming from medium settings by disabling the shadows, of course. Okay, so I think it's time now for high settings, because I think I've been testing here medium settings for way too long right now, and this is gonna be a big video, so let's do this. Difficult to navigate actually, I think. So as you can see, high settings, DirectX 12, 1080p. Let's do this, guys. Let's just reset our counting system over there. Okay, we're gonna do this. Alright guys, so our FPS dropped dramatically here. As you can see, we're in the 80s right now on high settings at 1080p. Still a very smooth experience, don't get me wrong. If you guys have a 60Hz monitor at 1080p, you should play like this, I think. This is a very nice experience, and the game looks awesome compared to like medium settings, even with shadows enabled. High settings looks really good, and I would recommend you to play like this. If you have a 240Hz monitor with a GTX 1060, just play on low or competitive settings. It's an amazing experience, very smooth experience, and as you can see, we're actually touching the 100s sometimes here at high settings, so it's not too bad still, you know, it's still smooth, it still feels amazingly smooth in a 144Hz monitor or 120Hz monitor. Of course, there's a little bit of more stuttering going on, as we've been able to see. We just got a few stutters there, and I've also seen like a couple of stutters more here on high settings, but you know, it's not game breaking, still pretty much the same as we got in the DirectX 11 API. And yeah, I think it's still a very playable experience, very smooth experience so far here on high settings with shadows enabled. And we are getting, I think we're getting actually a few more FPS than before in DirectX 11 mode. Not really sure about that, just go check out my previous video if you haven't already, and if you're interested in seeing DirectX 11 FPS. But you know what, so far so good, guys, very nice here. I wasn't really expecting the DirectX 12 mode to perform so well. Okay, there's one over here. Yep, there he is. How did that first shot miss though? What the heck? But yeah, I wasn't really expecting DirectX 12 because it's in beta to perform this well, but so far it's been a flawless experience, of course with just that blinking issue on very low settings, but yeah, maybe it was just a bug. That's probably enough here on high settings. We got an average of 98 FPS, very good. Okay, so if you get outside of the whipping woods, you're probably gonna see like an average of 110 FPS, 1% lows of 70, still very smooth, of course. And if you have a 60Hz or 75Hz monitor, you should play on high settings. It looks amazing and it feels very good. So turning the shadows off puts us in the high 100s or the low 100s, depending on how you look at it. You know, I said it was high on 100s because of the high refresh rate. You know, it's not really high 100s, that will be 180 to 200, I think. But okay, enough with that. As you can see, we're around 130, 140 FPS on high settings without shadows. It looks a little bit better than low settings, for example, but it looks kind of the same as medium settings without shadows. So I'm not really sure if you should play on high settings without shadows. Maybe if you like the anti-aliasing and the effects and stuff like that. The game is very smooth, as you can see. Alright, there's one over there. Let's try to get him, guys. Can we do it? Can we do it? Come over here, boy. Should we go there? There's a big fight going on there. Okay, one just died. Let's see if we can actually get the other one here on high settings without shadows. Very nice. If you still have that 144Hz monitor, guys, I don't know what to tell you. High settings without shadows feels amazing here. I do have a 144Hz monitor, of course. Ah, why did I do that? Now he knows. God damn it. Alright, let's see. Alright, I got it. Never mind. Alright, so 140 FPS average so far. Very nice performance. It's so smooth, guys. I can't even describe to you. There's no stuttering whatsoever here. So maybe the shadows actually introduce a few stutters here and there. I'm not really sure about that. But yeah, keep that in mind. If you want the smoothest experience ever in high settings or low settings, just disable shadows, of course. Of course, the shadows is the setting that makes the game look incredible, in my opinion. It makes a night and day difference here in this game. Alright, so far so good. 139 FPS average, 110 FPS, 1% lows. A fantastic and smooth experience with the GTX 1066GB on high settings. Let's just stop the counting system there and do the maximum settings, which is the Epic preset over here. Everything's on Epic right now, and we're in the 60s, as you can see. Let's start our counting system over here. Everything looks amazing, of course. I think we're getting a few less FPS than in the DirectX 11, to be honest, because I don't think we dropped from 60 FPS with the GTX 1060. I think we were getting kind of this performance with the RX 570, to be honest. So if you want to play on Epic, I recommend you to play on DirectX 11 mode, because the 10 series of graphics cards from Nvidia actually perform better in DirectX 11. They just only perform better here in DirectX 12 when you are CPU bound in DirectX 11. So yeah, just keep that in mind. If you have a Ryzen 5 1600, 2600, play on DirectX 12. If you have something like a 3700X, a 3600, and you want to play on Epic settings at least, just go ahead and play on DirectX 11 mode. Just walking around here, the whipping woods, you can see that our average is still above 60 FPS, but our 1% lows are now in the 50s, so it's gonna be dropping from 60 FPS quite a few times here. Our average is very close to 60. Of course, it doesn't feel as smooth as high settings or medium settings or high without shadows and stuff like that. Let's just see our FPS inside of the bush. Doesn't really drop too much. If you have a 60Hz monitor and if you can't really feel the drops to the 50s, you know, 50 FPS, yeah, go at it, you know, 1080p, Epic settings, the game looks amazing. I think the visual increase coming from high settings to Epic isn't really worth it for the performance you lose. We were getting like 30 more FPS on high settings compared to this. So, yep, keep that in mind. But, yeah, you know, if you want to play on Epic with a 1066GB here in DirectX 12 mode, it's definitely capable of doing so. I guess that's it, guys. Okay, so let's just stop our benchmarking tool again and go ahead and drop the shadows here on Epic and see our FPS bumping up to the 130s, as you can see. So okay, can we get that guy? I think we can. All right, nice, very easy kill over here, very smooth. Okay, got that guy, easy kill as well. There's another one there. Where is he hiding? Probably there, you know. I recommend you to leave the shadows like on high settings if you want that visual fidelity, because it does make a huge difference. You can probably tell that by the video. Oh, come on, the guy just moved. Okay, there's another one there. Oh my god, he stopped. All right. Probably gonna die in this one, you know. Just pick, dude. All right, got 100 shields out of that guy. Can we get one of them at least? Nope. Okay. I should have probably seen that coming, shouldn't I? Okay, so that's been it. As you can see, 127 FPS average, 90 FPS, 1% lows on Epic settings without shadows. I think if you play at lower settings, play on DirectX 12, you'll get a very smooth experience and high FPS because of the less CPU bottleneck, you know? And if you play on higher settings, just select DirectX 11 and have fun here with the 1060. Of course, with the RX 570, for example, it should be a different story, but we're gonna be taking a look at that later. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Love you all. Bye bye.